Whoever welcomes you welcomes Jesus. Isn't that nice? Isn't that simple and straightforward? Sometimes the things that Jesus says are so plain and so clear, it's hard to imagine we can ever mess them up. Whoever welcomes you welcomes Jesus.
And then give a little one water. It's such a well-known and acceptable idea. We see it multiple times in movies. When we want to see how powerful Jesus is, when we want to see just how intense love can be, we see him giving water to somebody who maybe doesn't deserve it, or maybe thinks they shouldn't receive it from him.
Come on, you! Come on, you! Water for the horses!
Water!
Soldiers first! Here! Wait! No water for him.
I mean, it's such a well-worn idea. It seems like we could tell who the good guy and the bad guy are in this movie without even knowing what's going on.
God, help me.
I mean, who could oppose giving some water to somebody so desperate? Of course, Jesus is the good guy, and anybody opposed to this is clearly the bad guy. But real life and the Bible are rarely like this, and that's probably why Jesus tells us what he does in this week's passage. Story after story in the Bible tells us what happens to God's prophets when they try to do exactly what Jesus says to do here. And in our own history, we see the example of so many people getting themselves into trouble when they try to do the very thing Jesus says to do. This command sounds straightforward and simple, but it's actually very challenging. We have to remember that what made the prophets prophets was the reminding us how we, as a whole, are failing to live up to our call to love each other. We can look to those who give us a glimpse of what it means to follow Jesus. We can see them as an example, and even as they are opposed by the powers that be, even if we find ourselves reluctant to follow their example, Jesus says that by welcoming them, supporting them, by giving them the material support they need, we are doing what we are called to do as disciples of Jesus.